Back again with another video. Now, Dr. Jordan Peterson, I don't know if you're a fan of his or not, but he was described this way by radio presenter Carol Vorderman recently on her show. Have a listen.
But to quote somebody like him, who I find a total misogynist.
Now, Carol described him as a misogynist. Now, there's not a shred of evidence to support that. Of course, Carol is quite emotional, isn't she? She's emotional, and she described him that way. I think when she said misogynist, what she really means is she doesn't like what he says about perhaps feminism, because Jordan Peterson has obviously been known to calmly and routinely dismantle feminism and that ideology. They don't like it, do they? So, of course, they're going to call him names. But she called him names with not a drop of evidence to support what she said. Interestingly, also, I've actually seen Mr. Jordan Peterson on podcasts and things, on different things. I've seen him on on videos and all that, talking with his daughter sometimes, just chatting with his wife. There's no way you can call a man misogynist the way he deals with his family. You can see he's a family man. He loves his wife and he loves his child, of course, as well, his children or a child. So you can't say the man's a misogynist. What Carol really means is she doesn't agree with what he says. The discussion which was taking place was a man who phoned in, and he was talking about the family courts, and he was discussing that aspect of life and how it affected him and what he feels about it. And he was just about to quote Jordan.
Dr. Jordan Peterson, there's a YouTube video about women's aggression.
No. You cannot quote Jordan Peterson on my show. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just that they're on... Flipping heck. No, I'm not having that, Neil. You sounded quite reasonable, but to quote somebody like him, who I find a total misogynist, and it's just ridiculous, because women are very frightened at the moment. They are, the streets don't seem to be safe. There are hundreds of thousands of cases of abuse in one form or another towards women every single year that the police don't even investigate. So, Neil, thank you for ringing, but here's a warning. If you start to quote Jordan Peterson on this show, you won't be my favourite person.
Carol says, women are very frightened at the moment. The streets don't seem to be safe. There are hundreds of thousands of cases of abuse in one form or another towards women every single year that the police don't seem to investigate. But what's that got to do with Jordan Peterson? What has it got to do with Jordan Peterson? I mean, even if we assume everything you said there is correct, violence against women, which some men might perpetuate or be involved in, which is obviously wrong. Everyone knows these guys that beat up the women and stuff, beat up the wives or beat up the girlfriends. It's totally out of order. No one agrees with beating up a woman. Everyone knows it's wrong. But it's literally nothing to do with Jordan Peterson, what she's saying. She's linking his name with it as though he's part of it, as though he promotes it. He never promotes violence against women, ever. He's the one that tells men to respect women. He's the one that tells men to sort themselves out so they can get a nice woman, to look after themselves so that they can be better, more attractive for women. He's the one that gives men good advice. He never tells men to hit women or to abuse them or anything like that. And if the police are not investigating, as she claims, what has that got to do with Jordan Peterson? He's not the chief of police. He's not the chief of police. So she's saying all this stuff about hundreds of thousands of cases and all these bad things that are happening, which it's very sad when violence happens against women, these men that just beat their wives up, as they're saying, or even beat their girlfriends up and so on. It's totally wrong. We all know that. And there should be a jail, people that do this sort of thing. But really, it's nothing to do with Jordan Peterson. She's just bringing it in as though his name is involved, as though he promotes it, when he doesn't. He never promotes violence against women. So really, she's been so unfair in the way she's sort of characterizing him. Really, it's not right. Really, what she's doing. It's a common theme as well in a lot of media people. They just sort of say things that it doesn't. It's not based in facts. It's just that they want to put someone down or bring down the reputation of that person. But anyone that listens to Jordan Peterson, I've listened to myself, he never says bad things about women. He never puts women down. He doesn't hate women. Anyway, let's go back to the video now. We can hear some more of the video. And then, of course, Carol comes in and says,
"Oh, don't quote it. No.
Yes, that's what Carol says. And she cuts him off, doesn't even let him finish his sentence. She says, anybody that quotes Jordan, as far as she's concerned, not going to be allowed to speak on her show, which really shows she's in favour of free speech, doesn't it? Anyway, it's just getting ridiculous now. People, they call you a name, they're not proving anything. Just say, oh yeah, that. With no proof, it's just like he's this or that person's that. No proof, just says, makes comments. That's what Carol did, not a drop of proof. Anyway, listen to this definition of misogynist. This is what it said in the dictionary, Oxford Dictionary. It says this: misogynist, and it says a person who dislikes, despises, or is strongly prejudiced against women. Obviously, that's not Jordan Peterson. If you've seen any of his lectures, any of the things he says, if you follow his career at all online or read his books, you know for a fact it does not describe him. So Carol, you need to get your facts right before you start spouting off garbage. Just because he talks about feminism and he absolutely dismantles it in a calm and nice manner doesn't mean he hates women. Okay? You don't have to agree with everything you think. That doesn't mean, you know, I don't agree with loads of stuff that Carol says. Do I hate women just because I don't agree with Carol? Really, she's not making any good points. She's just making a pathetic, ridiculous attack on Jordan for no reason whatsoever. So, as far as I'm concerned, and I've been, it's obvious, I've looked into it, I've thought about it, and I've thought about it really. And it's not misogynist. I know it's an interesting point that what I bring in as well. If he was anything like what a misogynist, literally hating women and all this prejudice horrible to women, disliking women, despising women, his wife would be living in hell, and his daughter wouldn't be happy, would she? Obviously, his daughter would have said something because she's famous. Imagine if your dad was so famous and you not said anything negative, you not brought anything negative about your child or evil, like things he'd done bad. So obviously, it's just a pack of lies. Carol, you're just talking rubbish, man. Anyway, thanks for watching the video and have a great day, and I'll see you on the next video.